Hello everybody and welcome back to our Borg Collective RimWorld series. My name is Optar International and this is episode 17, I think? 17? Yeah, why not? So in the last episode we had a couple of raids which didn't go particularly well for the raiders, and we also started building this. We got some predators as well, which I hadn't done. So I just wanted to catch up on that to start with. And we're going to continue to build the ship, basically. I say ship, it's obviously a base, but of course it's a Borg cube, so it is a Borg ship, or will be. It's not particularly Borgy at the moment. Now, I'm just going to kick things off here. Now, in the time it took me to have a cigarette, I decided that what I'm going to do is just create a new area here and forbid this bit from Carl and Santos, so that they don't come wandering out here to start building what I'm going to set up. So I'm just going to leave all of that for them to not come out here. And we've got Carl and Santos going onto that, and I'm going to kick up the speed and start planning the rest of our ship, our base. And hoping that most of you will gather where I'm going with this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, bollocks. That's okay. Does not matter. And then, there we go, that one. Yeah, I hope that most of you will have understood what it is that I'm shooting for here. Manzanovic is fully healed, so we're going to get some rep with the... was it Vulcans? Was he a Vulcan? Yes, we're going to get some more rep with the Vulcans, and that can only be described as good. And I'm just I'm just basically going to sort all of this bit out. I wanted to check actually, because I think it was snowing when we put these in, wasn't it? 5.6 days, 5.5 days, and then I think that is them done. But let me just double check, because I might be able to get that done. Oh no, we still got a couple more bits to get, so we'll leave them to it. Nations have changed from 3 to 19, that's good, because we rescued their bloke. And they were happy with it. How many rooms was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 9. Got a low psychic drone. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go juice is done, which is lovely. We'll get tube teal evasion for next rather. You are and I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9. Okay. Now, I apologise for not talking particularly much. It's probably a godsend to a lot of you. But I think I explained in the previous episode, I am nursing a hangover. and I only get a certain number of days off, so I'm doing back-to-back recordings, and I think we're not even, I think, what is this, episode 7, and I'm not actually even up to, where am I up to? I think I just posted episode 8, I think. Yeah, so thank you those of you who have tuned in and suffered through my gameplay. Cannot thank you enough. Nope. And I will explain what I'm doing in a moment, but once I have done these bits, keep messing up. No surprise there. Okay. Yes, so basically what I've been doing in this area is I'm setting up, this is basically where the bed, drop it, no you ill, greedy bastard. Anyway, this is basically the area where my people are going to be sleeping, so these are going to be the bedrooms. And you will see why I've left 2 gap, 1 gap, 2 gap, 1 gap very shortly. And obviously the back here that's been left is for ventilation. Don't have to be a genius to work that one out. I've got a war merchant moving in. I do, however, this isn't going to be harvested anytime soon. War merchant, I've got some crap to sell you, but I'm going to let them mosey for a second. Yeah, and then the way it's going to work is that the doors are going to be this one here, and the reason that they're this side of the bedroom on these ones, and the reason that the doors are this side, the bottom side of the bedroom on these ones, is because obviously the kill boxes are here, and we want it it's basically just in case we get raided at night, so that the people who are sleeping in here and in the rooms adjacent can wake up and then quickly make it to here, and likewise the people who are sleeping on this side can wake up, or sorry, just on this bit and this bit, can wake up and populate these bits here, and then again these bits here, these rooms here and the rooms that are going to be here will open up so they can populate this kill box here, and then these guys are here, these guys here, blah blah blah. And that's why I've done the doors on the left here and then at the bottom here, and that will be consistent throughout. The next part that I'm going to do is just 2, 3. Oh, they're having a punch up, which I find hilarious, the fact that they've just killed their guy. Like, I don't understand, because whenever you get a social fight with visitors, they tend to kill one of them, but whenever we have a social fight, that's not the case. Do you know what I mean? It's not even nearly the case. But whatever. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quickly get Emerlertro to run out and grab that, and then Santos. Are they leaving? Emerlertro, have you dumped that? Where is it? Shit. Oh, you're down it. And Santos, if I can get you to come and trade with this person, then we can sell that back to you, can't we? Mwahaha. Funny fucker I am. Oh look, you want to buy my my short bow? Lovely. We'll also sell you some of our crap that we do not want. I will sell that Gladius. I bought that for Bradley, didn't I? It turned out his knife was better. I'm going to keep the LMGs just because they're rapid fire weapons, and we could still use those. I'm going to keep all of these, and the toques, yeah, I'm going to keep those. Cowboy hats, that's pretty much it. to 271. Thank you. Do we want your? I don't want the herbal medicine, do I? No. So thanks for coming. It was a pleasure stealing from you and then, you know, not stealing from you. Or rather stealing and then selling it back. I find that hilarious. And that is not a finished article, so don't worry. Oh, I could just be going all the way through this, really, couldn't I? Right. That can go, this can go, that can go, this can go. All of this and this can go, that can go. We'll wait before doing that. And likewise, is it this one? I think this one is the one that gets both pieces removed. Makes sense. And then, yes, it was that one. Now, as I keep saying, this might not make sense right now, but it will do. Or it might make sense, who knows. That is hideously in the way. But it is okay. Is there one under that? No. What is happening here? Psychic drone is ending, trade caravan is leaving. Right, okay, get rid of that. Stop telling me things that I don't need to know. Can we come and haul this pemmican, please? Because it's going to spoil. Tube television is done. So we'll crack on with the shield belts. Nitro you can get back in there, and Malertro you have no space to store it. I'm not too fussed about that spoiling, if I'm being perfectly honest. Well, go on and shove it in there. Quick check on the local wildlife, just because that's taking a teeny bit of time to do. These guys are almost done with that, actually. Where is Mr. Carl? Mr. Carl is building a slate wall. Okay, that's fine. Yes, let's continue. That's not right. No, it was not. Okay. Right, let's just yeah. We'll change that slightly, ever so. Goes all the way through, and then that is the, yes it is. Excellent. These pieces here are like that. That bit goes in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That and that and that and that. These bits here and here. Get rid of those, and we have. This is just that one. Lovely. And then these bits on the end are just going to be our hospitals. And yes, we are going to have 2 in each segment. So 8 hospitals in total. But the reason for putting them here is because firstly, I have nowhere else to put them. Secondly, because this is a kill box. So anyone who gets downed in here, albeit my own people or enemies who I wish to imprison, there's a hospital there and there's a hospital there. And likewise, that'll be the case on every single kill box. So it'll be easy to rescue them into the sanitary hospital, and then they can sort of mosey on to their respective bedroom. I just wanted to double check that this was in the correct place. It is, and it is. Lovely. Okay. I want to roof this over now, just to provide us with some extra wood. Not that we need it, but it's fine. We can just do that. Just going to go up to there though. Like so. Just for them to have something else to do. Also going to do this bit and this bit. Lovely. And then they can just sort of continue to work on that. 2, 3, whilst I'm mapping out the rest of this. 1, 2, 3, lovely. And it goes to there. Let me just double check that I had all of that out of the career. Yep, it is good. How are these getting on? These are now finished. Excellent. And yep, and yep. Lovely. Let's do a little test. Make sure there's no areas that we've missed. Good. So we can now actually get rid of these. And we can also remove the bridge that's underneath it. Lovely. And they will go and do that in due course. But for the meantime, we're doing this. Let's go with 1, 2, and 3. Yep, that is correct. Down to here. We'll get rid of that. This bit. It's an eclipse. Good to know. Mad bisons. Now, I believe I was just staring at them. So I'm just going to finish this little bit and then deal with that. Yep, here's those ones. How many have we got? 3 of them. Now, one of the things that is going to interest me in this playthrough, because I've never had a base that takes up the entire map before. So one of the things that is going to interest me, because this is going to be the edge of my base, and it's going to go all the way down to here as well, it's going to take up pretty much the entirety of the map. And one of the things that is interesting, I mean, it's 15 in from the sides, and 16 on this side. So there is some space around the edge. But one of the things that interests me is what is going to happen when you get things like psychic ships or defoliator ships, and where will they land? Because ordinarily what you can do is if say you take up half of the map, like if your base takes up from the top here all the way down to maybe let's just go with halfway, then you've still got half a map, and most of the ships and the defoliator ships and psychic ships will land in these areas here. So you can almost dictate to the game where you want these things to spawn. Sieges as well, they'll land on the biggest edge of the map. So in our example there, if we only took up the top half of the map, sieges and whatnot would spawn at the bottom. And then you could basically cover this area with traps. But the interesting thing would be if sieges stop for example, or if the events no longer happen. I'd be very interested to know the outcome of that. But for the time being, I would like everybody inside to protect from this little scenario. That one's down. That one is down. And what are you doing? That one is down. That is spectacular. You are going to die. Great. I would like for this... Why are you awake? Okay, we are officially out of steel, so it might be time for me to hook this up. No, we're going to get some back from this anyway. Let me do a quick wildlife check while I'm at it, and while it's paused. Nothing from them. Oh, this Strumbo's still here. Is this the crippled one with like? Oh no, it's got asthma and bad back, but it's not crippled. That is basically how we're going to have this area. And of course, I'm not just simply ignoring this danger. I do realise it's there. I do intend on dealing with it. It's just a case of when. And I think the case of when is going to be solved fairly soon, now that we've got decent weaponry, because I don't know what to expect to come out of there. That has been completed, so we'll jump on transport pods, and Nitro, you can get your ass back in there. And yeah, we have 3 steel. I really need to get this sorted with regard to steel, but what I'm waiting for is for Nitro to actually like completely finish the research tree. I don't think it's plausible. Maybe what I could do, Nitro, come with me, is forbid that, and then Nitro can come and find some resource, some steel for me. Burn the spike trap. Samantha is hauling that. Yes, scanning. And then once he has managed to find 1 node of steel, I'll have him go back and complete the research tree. It just gives me the option of being able to... we are now doing nothing. So let's release the hounds, except for Carl and Santos. Yeah, so once he finds a node of steel, it just gives me the option of being able to go and mine for some steel elsewhere, and hopefully it's within this area here where I've got all of my power conduits. Scan underground plus steel. No mate, that's literally not what I said. Right, Santos, can you come with me, please? I would like for you to do this. No, I want you to haul this. Lovely. And then Emelotro and the others can do the rest. This part, I don't really want to start building this until this is completed. And the reason for it is because we're going to have an inordinate amount of wood coming from here. As you can see, Emelotro is currently filling it up, or rather filling up our stores of wood. Might just leave it, because we've already got our excellent beds and the like. That's a masterwork, obviously, but these are excellent. Whereas, well, I mean, we've got these passive coolers that we keep on for the time, that we're keeping on for the time being. That'll be fine. It will be fine. It will all come out in the wash, as they say. I do need to build these though, but at the moment with the steel crisis as it is, we cannot afford to. Now these bits here actually need to lead into that, so we're going to need doors there. Timberwolf hunting Samantha. Where is this Timberwolf? You are there. Come on in. Lovely. Thanks for playing. And continue. Scan underground still. Where is it? Up here? Doesn't help me. I need it here somewhere. Somewhere close by. If you don't mind. Ah yes, the two people who are incapable of cleaning sitting in the kitchen which needs to be cleaned. Useful. Yeah, and all the while that we're not actually building this bit, we're just increasing our surplus of slate blocks, which is happy days. Quest available, the Marauder Lair. No, I'm not interested in quests at the moment, thank you. I will look to do them in the future, but we've got quite a few that we've missed. And I'm not all that bothered by it. A few items to trade. Okay. Let's wait until you get in a little bit closer. Let's find out where you're going. I mean, Santos is resting, but I think that's because he needs to tend his gutworms. And I'm actually just going to hold you there because these guys are coming in. Are you serious? Like the last one to come in? Idiot. Alright, what do you want? Or rather, what crap can I give to you? Medicine, you've got a triple rocket launcher. That's interesting. Can you make them yourself? Wow. That was worth hanging around for, wasn't it? Can you make triple rocket launchers? I can't actually remember. I think you can at some point, can't you? Maybe it's in the research tree. Some uranium slugs, multi-barrel weapons, minigun, auto cannon, electronics, fast screen, medicine, long range, mineral scanner, hospital bed. Maybe not because it'd be too OP. I'm not seeing it, so I'd imagine that you cannot. But, I mean, it makes sense that you can't, because otherwise you would just have like 30 triple rocket launchers, bring them to a fight, and you'd just win instantly. Not really even triples. If you could make Doomsdays, oh, that'd be even better. Yeah, let's check our local hunter-gatherers. Not really gatherers, but hunters. how are we looking on these gut worms? Was it Samantha? If it was, she doesn't have. I think it was Buffy as well, wasn't it? Yeah, so Santos, you should be almost fixed up and looking sharp, which is grand. When you're ready, Emelotro. Thank you. Does he get rid? He does. Lovely. That is just beautiful. Why would you... Pain in the neck. Whatever. He's just collecting up wood, basically, until that stockpile is full. And I mean, look at that's just from half of this kill box. We've got 1,500 wood, so it's going to be overflowing. With wood, and in fact what I might do is have that as my wood stores. Did want to do these as well. Don't really need quick opening doors up here, purely because anyone who comes into my kill box should be distracted by the turrets long enough for us to assemble Avengers. Should. Say should. These are working rooms as well, so I don't think I need auto doors there either. This is a storage unit. Yeah, I do actually need them in the working rooms and in the storage unit. It's just the bedrooms that we don't need them, I think, because the reason for that is fairly obvious, but the reason that they need to be in these working areas as auto doors is because that needs to be one of those, is because that is also a storage area. Sorry, I'm not really explaining things very well here, am I? The reason... What if we just... Sorry, where did we get steel from? Oh, down here. Yes. Anyway, let me finish explaining what I was just explaining. The reason that we don't need auto doors in the bedrooms is because they're... I've already explained that bit, but the reason that we do need auto doors in the workspaces is so that they can freely come and go, and easily as well, and obviously quickly as well. Also, we're going to have an auto door there leading into the kill box, but no door whatsoever here or here. The reason being, and this is one of my own personal little tips and tricks for this game, the reason is because this bit here is missing, and that makes this kill tunnel, if you like, technically outside. This bit is also missing as well, which makes this entire kill box area and this bit here outside. Now, by leaving these as outside and having these corridors here also technically outside, this will then, I should probably use this way as the example because I've already sort of mapped it out. That means that all of these corridors here, all of the corridors around the entire base, will technically be outside. They will always technically be outside, so that when people are traversing these corridors, they don't get the debuff from being stuck indoors, they will almost always have 100% outdoors, because if they're sleeping, it doesn't make a difference. If they're recreating, if they are recreating in here, this is a rec room, by the way. If they're recreating in here, they will be indoors, so it will start to go down. But then the second they finish recreating, they'll come out into the corridor, which is outdoors, and then it will mean that they don't gain a debuff. It's a similar thing for where this is quite obviously, in my opinion, going to be the freezer in here, and it's a big old freezer. It's basically the size of my entire base, or my entire starter base, shall I say. So this bit here is going to be the freezer, but of course they're going to need somewhere to cook, which will be some of these rooms outside. Now, in order to get the food, they will have to come out of the kitchen and into this corridor to grab some food, to then walk back to wherever they're cooking it. So the whole time that they are out in the corridor, they're outdoors. See? It's just a little tip that I've picked up along the way, which I think is a fairly good one. Yeah, I'm going to do all of those as well. Oh, excuse me. I do apologise. That is marble. That's yeah. I mean, I could probably go and get that. Don't worry about it. Also got some limestone there. Shall I go and take those down? Because we have this uranium here as well. And this silver. I mean, if I do, then it's only going to increase my wealth, which I'm not really interested in doing. By simply building all of this as well, it's going to increase the wealth. Right, what's that, 150 grand already wealth-wise. And it's only going to... Oh shit, did that burn you? No. Yeah, so I mean, it's only going to increase the wealth by simply building things, which is not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. I think this corn in here is going to spoil, because we're not using enough of it. And the reason for it, I believe, is because we have so many, or so few mouths to feed, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing, because we have less people to fight for our cause. Well, I have 1 steel. That's a lonely number. Megasloth self-tamed. Come with me. And that will yield quite a bit more meat, which is simply lovely. Now, how much have we got here? 1600 in total. Wow, that is a lot, to be fair. That is a lot of wood already. And we do need to start getting... Oh, someone's already killed it. Alright. No. Yes. Trough him. Leave it out, mate. You ain't going nowhere, geez. You're going to stand there and suffer. And now that you're patched for bleeding. There's no need to keep you in bed. Don't like wasting time, as you can tell. It's obviously that. I don't know why I had to hover over the top of it. Just trying to get all of this correct. What happened here? You've had a heart attack. Okay, I will keep an eye on you then. How old are you? 12. Yeah, that's about right. And you're dead. Lovely, we'll have that. Thank you. It's always nice to receive free food. Did I want to expand that bit? Oh, it's already been expanded down to here. Oh, that's alright. In which case, what I will do is start mapping out the second half of this, I believe. No, we'll get it built first. I'll just sort of expand this down to here. How many in is it? Sorry. So from there is 8. There's 8. Okay. Just so that we know. And I mean, I've put that one in there, but I haven't actually put it in any of these either. I'm just going to disallow them as they come, or as I place them. Food binge for Santos. Great. This is just to kind of map out where they need to go. Not that I have the steel to build them, mind you. But that is that. Now then, we could probably dig out this little bit here. If we were to build, what would we need to build? No, we're going to leave it. Santos having a food binge because of intense pain. What pussy. Can you please find me some steel that's accessible, please? Oh, look at that. And where did you get it? There. That sounds like a capital idea. Let's get this drill. We know where the slate is, so that is fine. And we can do that. Just going to forbid that and get Buffy. Oh, got to haul the jade first. That is annoying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to drag that down here first. As you're already up there, saves you walking back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Oh, hang on a moment. Now that you've found that. Buffy. And now, I would like you to... No, not that. Was that one? No, it was that one, wasn't it? What do you mean? And that is steel. Fantastic. Alright, go and do what you want to do. Idiot. Not a huge fan of that bear. Holding slate blocks to door, that's absolutely fine. Oh, he's working away. Yeah, not a fan of this bear. Well, I mean, I'm a fan of the bear. Naturally, because they are feeding me. Is that Santos? Yes, it was. Yes, very good. Pull all of that in. Truffim is down here now. And Bradley is over there. So in which case, hang on a minute. Let me just check this. Buffy, Truffim, and Bradley. So yeah, I do have 3. And like I say, if they're asleep, like actually asleep, and somebody comes and tends to them, fine. But I don't want them sitting in bed for hours when they've just got a couple of bruises. What was that? Meteorite? More meteorites. What? Oh, killed a turkey for me as well. Fantastic. The turkey was injured. The turkey had a meteorite land on it. I can't say I've ever had a pawn die to that. I know that some of you would have. But it'd be an interesting way to go, I have to say. And we have steel again. Well, we will have steel again. Snowman. And likewise here, Trophim is sleeping for the next few moments, and Emelotro can sneak in some crafty tending, which is amusing. Cheeky, cheeky. Yeah, so not an awful lot has happened in this episode either, and I can only apologise profusely. But we are at least now making progress on the external workings of our ship. And I think what I'm going to do is, once these doors have been completed by these guys. Why do you keep going through this one specifically? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, once these doors have been completed by these guys, I'm going to open up the rest of it to be constructed as well. But I'm going to take these two off of construction. It sounds very silly. Why would you bother doing that? But the reason is so that they do what they did this time and just haul all of this at once. And if Emma Lertro wasn't such an important hauler, in the sense that she needs to do all of it herself, then I would probably remove slate blocks from here and put a stockpile up here for them, just so that it's easier for them to... But actually, because these two will revert back, won't they? Yeah, so when those two revert back to hauling, I will create a new stockpile over there and get them all to do that. I think that makes sense. Not even for organisational purposes, but purely for convenience. Oh, warg. Warg. How do you pronounce that? It's a wolf. Okay. We are getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. And what I may do... is take these out whilst we've got a few chunks. Now I'll leave it. Right, so Santos, when you are done, oh, God's sake. If you wouldn't mind bringing some with you, Santos, that would be fantastic. And a defoliator ship. Well, that has landed in a very annoying position. In actual fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get rid of this. But of course, they're in the way. I'm just going to get rid of this plan so that we can see what the hell we're doing. You nearly took out that. In fact, hurt it a little bit. Now, defoliate a ship. What could the plan be? Same as always. However, this time we have got ourselves some guns. We will have it like that. No, we're actually in a rush here, guys. Granite blocks. Cane oak tree. Good lad. And then you can do that one as well. Probably be able to get this done in this episode, I'd imagine. That's fully healed, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. And oh, of course, there's a door, but I need to move that. Let's go to there, let's haul that. Gets them bits out of the way. Now you can sleep. Do you know what? While you're here, was he actually fully healed? Yes. A walk you are consuming. Trophim, I would like you to consume as well, if you don't mind. $35, which is correct. And Carl is now awake. let's get you. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 3. 4. 5. We could maybe just go with those. No, we'll take you up for some experience as well. Why not? Do not hold them open. And Carl, if you wouldn't mind doing the honours. Now, let's fire at this fucker here. Wow, you all missed him. Anybody on a shoot frenzy? No. And I do not want these fuckers getting near me, so I'm just going to hide and fire. Trough him. Repair the granite door that is being attacked. Also will help with the construction skill of my people. Just ducking and hiding. And this is basically how I'm going to defeat these. These guys. Repair the granite door. Oh yeah, that's clever. Right, let's slow that one down. Sorry, messed up a little bit there. Which one hasn't been hit? This one. The one in front. Okay. That may have been a bad idea. Quicker. Whoa, that was close. That was very, very close to having been a mistake. Nope. Whoops, nearly done it again. Only got 3 more. Right, now let's pop out. Do it again. Realise of course I am up on my hour. But I would rather get this done. You should be dead. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Yes, good. I can get 1 shot off at this guy before we have to retreat. Oh, we actually killed it. And then there's only 1 left to shoot at, and you've managed to do all 4 of them. Fantastic. Well, that brings me nicely to the end of this episode. This defoliator ship, we're just going to come and kill it, but I don't want Santos, I don't want Trophim, I don't want Nitro, I want Carl, Emelotro and Samantha. You 3 can line up here and shoot it. And there we go, that can go like that. Get rid of this plan line. And once we've finished that off, we can complete the episode. So I would like to thank you all very much for watching. If you can hear me over the gunfire, I'd like to thank you all for watching and tuning in. And as always, everybody, 1 sec, just finish this up. And as always, take care. Bye bye.